Hey YouTube, Untamed here. So today I'm going to talk about why Toyota did not invite me to the 2024 Toyota Land Cruiser Unveiling. There's a storm a brewing. Didn't expect that. So I'm going to talk about that. So I actually reached out to one of the lead public relations representatives who I'd worked with before for Toyota, and he gave me some pretty candid feedback, really good feedback on why I wasn't invited and really what I could do to improve and potentially get an invite in the future. So I appreciate him giving that feedback, and and I honestly don't blame Toyota for not inviting me, if I'm being honest with you guys. So what's the driving reason? The driving reason is my reach, right? So I mean, there's so many other channels out there. It's starting to rain. So many other channels out there that have so much more reach, so many more followers, subscribers on each of their platforms. In the big scheme of things, I'm a pretty small channel. I'm just a drop in the bucket, if we're being honest. So I have 21,000 subscribers. I'm super grateful for that, but again, that's not too much reach. You guys are awesome. I think you're wonderful for all the engagement that you do provide the channel. But I do think I'm gonna get out of the rain. It is starting to storm all of a sudden. So I'm super appreciative of the followership I do have on my channel, and I really do mean that, guys. So my reach is probably the biggest factor. However, I did get some other more specific feedback. So although I love Toyota and obviously I buy a number of their vehicles all the time, I have provided some pretty harsh feedback in the past on the IForce Max in particular. So you guys know I purchased a 2023 Toyota Sequoia Tier D Pro as well as a 2023 Toyota Tundra Tier D Pro. I purchased both, and honestly, I don't love the power plant. I'm not a huge fan of the hybrid power plants with, you know, the battery pack tied to it, the twin turbo V6. I do prefer the V8. I prefer that 5.7 liter V8 that we had previously in the old generation Tundra and Sequoia. And although that isn't a driving factor why I wasn't invited to this, I want to make that clear. He did give the feedback that, you know, between me and somebody who has only had positive things to say about the new generation of Toyotas coming out, if it were between me and that person's going to get the invite. He did make it clear though, like, they want me to be able to express my honest opinion, and you guys, you know, I owe you guys that. I owe you my honest feedback on things, and I'm gonna continue to do that. I'm not gonna start hyping up that IForce Max and all the new generation Toyotas just to get invites to Toyota events. So I promise you that. I'll continue to kind of be true to me and true to you guys as we make videos. But he was at least honest with that feedback, saying, you know, me having that adverse feedback on the new Toyotas does play into the equation a little bit. But let me be clear, my reach and my smaller reach and follower count is the driving reason, okay? So I'll be clear with that. In addition to that, he did provide the feedback that I'm a little bit more enthusiast based, and what they really look for is that journalistic, the media perspective. So they like reaching out to people for these events who are a little bit more, who are considered press, right? So they kind of speak to the vehicles objectively, and they kind of just do a media report on them. Say, here, this is what the vehicle is, here are the specifications of the vehicle, the power plant, you know, the performance numbers, and do an in and out review of the vehicle. So they tend to prefer that compared to someone like myself who buys the vehicles and provides ownership reviews of them. So there is a little bit more of a preference toward that group of people compared to folks like myself and like many of you, if we're being honest. So those were the driving reasons. But the example of me going to Destination Outdoor, that off-roading overlanding event held each year in October, you know, that was a little bit more fitting for what my channel provides, that enthusiast side of the house. So because that matched up and aligned a little bit better with the type of channel I have, you know, that is why they're a little bit quicker to invite me to events like that, which I still super appreciate. So all this to say, you know, I could take this one of two ways, right? I could easily take that feedback and complain about it and cry about it and, get upset about Toyota not inviting me to the events and throw a temper tantrum, or I could take it as a good thing, take it as a positive. It was constructive criticism I got, and really just try to do better for you guys. Try to provide better content, shake things up a little bit, provide different types of content, because I mean, let's be real, there is a lot of repetitious material that you guys see on my channel. I get it, and at the end of the day, I understand there are much better YouTube channels out there than mine. You got folks like TRD John, Toyota Jeff, who do phenomenal work, and not to mention you got folks like Jax who put together amazing quality edits. And what do you get from me? You don't get that often, right? I do very simple edits on occasion. Typically it's just like this, one take videos where I'm just kind of blabbing the whole time and walking around the vehicles. So I get it. What I provide you guys could use improvement. I could do better. So I'm gonna try to do that, try to expand the channel, and really just trying to branch out a little bit. And maybe someday, if I keep doing what I'm doing without changing my approach and hyper inflating Toyota just for the sake of getting an invite, maybe I will get an invite soon enough. All right, we got an injured kid maybe, so we're gonna go deal with that. But figured I'd give you guys that update. Let me know what your thoughts are. Until next time.